Yes, hello, welcome back to another episode of TSV 1860 Munich. Now, since we last met, which was the back-to-back 0-0 draws, against Duisburg and Chemnitz, we played 6 games since then, won 4, lost 2, annoyingly lost 2, you can see it as well. The Bayern game, we'll get to it. The first game was a 2-0 victory over Mannheim. Ryan Edmondson opened the scoring after just 25 minutes. Isidore with the assist and Edmondson smashed in. Isidore then, of course, got his own goal at the near post, a header. 2-0, that's how the game finished. Now, the Bayern game, I'll be honest, I just don't want to show you guys it because it's so infuriating. We were 1-0 up just before half-time. Alexander Nollenberger, the former Bayern man, putting one over on his old team, only for Frank Avina to score 2 goals in the second half, and they beat us 2-1. Looking at the stats, just looking at that, we do not deserve to lose this game. We don't. And watching the game as well, I watched it in extended highlights. We had so many chances. But towards the end of the game, it was just highlight after highlight after highlight, and we just couldn't find another way through. We then played Grosspach at home, and we beat them 2-0. Schurz opened the scoring just before half-time. And Bruno Jordao doubled our lead late on the edge of the box, nobody there, and absolutely rifles one into the top corner? Into the goal. However, we then followed that up with a 1-0 loss away at Unterhaching. Again, they took the lead after 18 minutes, but if you look at the stats again, we just don't deserve to lose these games, I don't think. Everything looks in our favour apart from the one thing that matters, the score. I guess a few positives you can take from the 2 losses there is that number 1, they're both away. Number 2, we've only lost by 1 goal in each game. 3, we've dominated each game, we've been unlucky. And 4, these 2 teams are 2 of the better teams in the league this season. So you'd think when we play them at home, I'd be quite confident we're going to beat them. Perscher scored the only goal of the game at home against Rostock, a header from the near post. We beat them 1-0. And most recently, we went away to Magdeburg and beat them 2-0 as well. The first goal, I mean, it's just fantastic. Jordao volleys it to Nollenberger, who volleys it in and walks away like he does it every day. That's training for him. We see that all the time. Dylan George wraps up the victory with a few minutes to go, and we've seen goalkeeping like that before. We saw that a lot last season. That is why I wanted to replace my goalkeepers, because I feel like either one of them would have made that mistake. But after 13 games, we leave the table looking like this. We sit in 3rd, played 13, won 7, drew 4, lost 2. So you'd think the playoffs, at a minimum, is what we should be getting this season. But overall, I am very happy with how it's gone so far. And if you look back here, we've kept quite a few clean sheets. We've only conceded 4 goals all season, which I think is the best in the division by some way. Oh, and in terms of transfers, on deadline day, we did manage to get 2 more loans in, just for a little bit more depth. But again, I'm very, very happy with the business. The first one, we all know him from last season, Kolbeinn Birgir Finnsson, back again at the club, on loan from Dortmund. We're not paying any of his wages, which is nice. But yes, he knows the club, he knows how we like to play, and he's a good second choice at our left-back spot. Now, this next person, is it considered a coup? It's a great signing, nevertheless. He's worth over 12 million, and he's playing in the German 3rd League. A few of you may know him as well. You will know him. Timothy Fosu-Mensah. What a signing. Look at that. He is, for this level of football, absolutely superb. I'm very surprised we were able to get him in. 22 years old, been capped by Holland 3 times. We're only paying £2.6 thousand in wages. He's on 26 grand a week, and United just wanted 10%, so I was more than happy to do that. The only problem I'm having is that I don't actually know what his best position is. Apparently, it's a wing-back on defend. I'm sure he'd be half decent on support as well. The crossing and dribbling could be a little bit better, but very well-rounded for a wing-back. But he's also natural at centre-back, defensive midfielder, centre-mid as well. He's good cover in 4 positions, which is nice. But yes, I don't really know where to play him, so, I mean, feel free to help me out, comment section. Let me know if you've had saves in the past, and you've seen Timothy Fosu-Mensah develop into a really good player and what position they play him in, or where would you play him in our system? What do you think is his best position? Where do you think he fits best? Do we sort of utilise him where we need him in all these different positions? Is he good enough to do that? I think he might be. So maybe we just keep it sort of random going forward rather than give him a nailed down spot. Regardless though, very, very happy with Timothy Fosu-Mensah. However, that does bring us on to today's games, the first of which is against Dynamo Dresden at home. A promotion rival, so to beat these would be a feather in our cap and a statement of intent for the season. The team, Weiss in goal, Williams, Schurz, Brorson and Klassen make up the back four. Mole comes in as the deep line playmaker. Ahead of him, Jourdau and Marchand. On the right, Dylan George. Nollenberger on the left. Edmondson up front. Isidore misses out again through injury. He's got a 2 to 4 week injury, so we won't see him again this episode, which is annoying. And Bekiroglu hasn't been in great form since that bid came in. As you can see there, a 6.76 over the last 5 games. Okay, Dresden are coming here with a 4-2-3-1. A lot of their players are in the season preview team of the season, so I'm expecting a good game here. Carry on straight from where you finished the last time, lads. Let's go and beat these boys. Jourdau looks for Nollenberger. The ball for Edmondson. We could be in here. Nollenberger. Edmondson out for Klassen. Klassen's in so much space. Look in the box. Have a look. He whips in. George is there. The header. The shot goes over the bar. That's it's a good start. 15 minutes in, we have started well. 4 shots, 3 on target, more possession, and another highlight. Schurz back for Brorson. Again, we look to build something from the back. We've got good ball players in midfield and people at centre-back that I'm very comfortable when they have the ball. Jourdau looks for George on the right. Can he produce a better cross this time? He looks for Nollenberger's header. Has that clipped the bar? It doesn't say it hit the woodwork, so we're just going to pretend it went over. We're not going to pretend it went over. It did go over. We come forward again down the left. Nollenberger. He's running at his man. He's into the box. The shot is poor and Vigas saves. For an opening half an hour though, we couldn't really have done much more apart from score. We've limited them to any shots or possession. We've dominated the game so far. We just need that goal to, reward us basically for our good play. Nollenberger coming down the left again. We seem to go to him quite a lot. Playing that inside forward attack role. Not really worried about him getting back. He's skipping past a few challenges. He gets stopped. Nollenberger cutting inside, finds Mole. Klassen's in space if we can work it this way. Marchand picks him out fantastically. Klassen down the left, look at the space. He whips the ball in. Ryan Edmondson's header. It's 1-0 to 1860 Munich after 31 minutes. There's the goal that we were just talking about that we needed. I called for it and I'm glad Marchand delivered. The first time ball out for Klassen, who was in so much space and so much time to pick out a cross. And he picks out Edmondson, who nods in. It's 1-0 to Munich. Williams has it on the right. If we can recycle this back to Marchand, there we go. We've always got that spare man in midfield. We can always try and work something and build attacks. Schurz comes back for Brorson, and I mean, look at the space we've got. We're committing players before we pass the ball. It's beautiful. Nollenberger into the box. Can he tuck one away? Nollenberger's shot. He sort of just dribbled past the post. Daisy cutter. Okay, half time is upon us. 1-0. We've looked dominant. I'm very, very happy. They generally haven't had a highlight. I'm pleased with how it's going, lads. Keep it up. Let's get back out there and get a second, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. Let's demolish them, destroy them. Dylan George, free kick, whips in, headed away. Oh dear. Makionik brings the ball forward for Dresden. They're catching us on the counter here. Can we get back? We look like we're back in numbers. Oh god, it's a great tackle when we've cleared it. They completely overflowed. Overflowed, is that the right word? We're going to use it. Overflowed the right. They've got a corner. Ebert to whip in. Can we clear this? It's in. I don't believe it. It just didn't look like it was going in. Gentner's scored. It's 1-1. That's frustrating. See it here then. The ball in. We just don't go for it. The keeper sort of pushes it against Klassen, who just wanders off the post like it's not his job from a corner. All right, that's food for thought. That's a bit frustrating. Ryan Edmondson's picks up a knock as well. They've changed their formation, have they? 4-3-1-2 narrow. A lot's going on. A lot is going on all at once. They're making subs now. We're not doing anything. We're going to demand more. 20 minutes to go. Dylan George whips the ball in. Are we there? Scherz's header. It's trickled past the post. Waldqvist, I think that's how you say his name. In for Gentner, the flipping guy that scored. Ebert. Again, they're being forced. That's an awful pass. Ryan Edmondson gets there. He's away. We're counter-attacking. It looks square. I'm sure there's someone coming up. Look at Dylan George. Look at that. What is that? What is that? We're watching it again, and I've slowed it right down because that is atrocious. Look at the space. Let's pause it here. He cuts inside. Look at the space down here for Dylan George. Even if you play it in for Nollenberger here. Unbelievable. This decision is a joke. Look how far over that is. It wide? Is it over? I don't know. Pathetic. If anyone likes this camera angle, by the way, let me know, because we might try a few games out with it in the future. Okay, 20 minutes to go. If nothing happens here, after what Edmondson just did, he's coming off. Lex is going to come on. Lex has not scored in a long time. You'd hope he'd change that in this game. As Dresden come forward, they look for Ebert on the edge of the box. I mean, I'm very confident if they shoot from outside the box, Weiss will be able to keep it out. It's going to take something special to beat him from there. If they work it into the box, though, they've got every chance of scoring. Low, can we clear it? What are we doing? What are we doing? This is just absolutely ridiculous. He wanders into the box. We don't do anything. The ball in. Schurz tries to control it. The keeping's poor. The defending's poor. Absolute. Now we have to change things. There's no point bringing Edmondson off. Lex can come on for Mull. We're going to go 4-2-2-2. Brass is coming on for George, who has played awfully again. We're going to push these guys all forward onto attack. We're going to go attacking. We've got... It's like last season. We've got nothing to lose. I'm still confident. We don't... Again, I don't feel like we deserve to lose this match. We're going to bring on Bekiroglu for Marchand as well. Swap him with Jordao. And we can't really do much more than what we've done here. Corner ball. Williams whips in. Is it in? Oh, it's a... What even happened there? I think it was nearly an own goal. The corner from the other side. Williams ball in. That's easily headed away. Brawson will collect. Back for Williams. Fine. We've upped the tempo. We've gone more direct. We've gone very attacking. Time is ticking away. Can I shout at them? I can't shout at them again. We got a highlight. Klaassen with the throw. He finds Edmondson. In for Nollenberger. Nollenberger finds Williams. Don't shoot from there. Brass. It's... What was he doing? What was he doing? Can we get the second ball? We can't. That's a fantastic pass. They're in again. Jerem Jeff. Awful finish, thankfully. 4 minutes added on. Time is ticking away. Nothing's going to happen, is it? Absolutely nothing. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Again, just like the games we've lost already. 20 shots, 10 on target. They've had 8 and 6. We've bested them in possession. The first half was good. The second half was atrocious. That's just absolute... Let's just, you know what, I'm going to shower at home. I don't even want to spend time in the dressing room with you lads. Just get out of here. The first game we've lost at home as well. And that puts Dresden top, 6 points ahead of us. Anyway, we have Oberhausen in 6 days. I'll see you then. Okay, welcome back. If you've made the trip to Oberhausen, however you've got there, car, bus, train, plane, hope it went well. This is the team that you're going to see stepping out onto the pitch to try and get us back to winning ways. Weiss in goal. A back four of Williams, Schurz, Fosu Mensah gets the start, and Klaassen. Jordao, Bekiroglu back in the side, and Marchand make up the midfield three. Nollenberger on the left. Brass comes in for George on the right. We're pushing him forward onto an attack duty as well. Ryan Edmondson leading the line yet again up front. Wasting no time. Want to get into this. Want to get the goals. Want to get the win. Want to get home. And they've set up quite defensively. That is very defensive. 3 centre-backs and then 4 across the defensive midfield line. Are they coming here to win? Are they really coming here to win or try? I'm expecting you to win today, boys. No one's reacted. So that's fantastic. All right, as we kick things off in Oberhausen, let's actually watch this on the sideline cam as well, just to see the difference and see how you guys like it. All right, Edmondson over on the left finds Jordao. Williams now. It's weird to commentate over this. I'm getting used to the angle. Williams on the right. He's got so much space. Can he find a ball in? He looks for Nollenberger. The header goes over. I don't like the fact that the ball in looked flat. We'll see. We'll play it for this match and see how we feel. This formation though that Oberhausen are playing might be difficult to break down. In the first, there's been half an hour played. They haven't had a shot. We've had 1. Oh, we've had 2 now. But in terms of football, if you've paid to go and see this, goodness me. Corner ball. Weiss catches that fantastically. Can we counter now? He's taking his time. He looks for Nollenberger, and here we go. They're dropping off. This is the chance when we need to catch them, when they're not set up defensively. Nollenberger, they're getting back quite well. He's been forced to stop in his tracks, and the ball out for Brass is a little bit loose. The ball in for Edmondson. Has that hit the post, the bar? It's hit the woodwork. I couldn't see because of the angle. All right, cautiously. Not happy with the performance out there. Let's change a few things. Okay, we've gone attacking. We're playing extremely high tempo. We're pressing higher up the pitch, more intently as well. I feel like we're gonna have to move. That's gone in. I don't understand how. The keeper, Davari, is awful goalkeeping, but again, we're used to it. We're so used to this. I was gonna say we're gonna have to move their defence around a little bit to try and get a breakthrough, but if their keeper gives us goals like this, then maybe we didn't have to change anything. Bekiroglu's shot, and it's terrible goalkeeping. -4 out of 10 that. And then he goes like that as if it's someone else's fault. Close him down more. Tackle him. I'm only the keeper. It's not my job to keep the ball out. Schurz taps in. It's 2-0. We're in dreamland. Come on, boys. 5 minutes into the second half. I know it's come from 2 set pieces. Schurz header I think it hits his own man. And then he taps in at the near post. I'm going to take some credit because perhaps the fact that we're playing on a higher tempo and pressing them higher up the pitch more intently and on attacking has resulted in those corners. If you look at the shots we've had in the first 10 minutes of the second half, the output in this half is much better than the first. I feel like a right tactician. An absolute tactician. A professor. Le professeur. How do you say that in German? Le professeur sounds French. Okay, 15 minutes to go. We are going to bring some people on. Stefan Lex for Edmondson, who's been quiet. And who else has been a bit quiet? Nollenberger hasn't been great. Dylan George can come on over the left-hand side for him. Oberhausen, though, one shot all game, one on target. If you're a paying fan, I mean, you can see in the background, there's not many. But if you're a paying fan of this club and they've come here and done that, I wouldn't be happy. Dylan George making inroads from the left. Look at him go. Look at him go. Are we making runs? Are we making runs? There's a runner out on the right. It's Brass, who's got an injury, but he's gonna keep going. The ball in for Lex. That's why he hasn't scored in the past God knows how many games, because he basically just kisses the ball back to the keeper. There it is then. Full time, 2-0. Another clean sheet. We'll take the win. Very pleased, lads. Well done. Let's head back to Munich. Get a good night's sleep. Bayern, who are top, we lost 2-1. Dresden, who are second, we lost 2-1. Unterhaching, who are fourth, we lost 1-0. The losses we've had are by the finest of margins, but we need to turn them around and turn them into wins if we want to go up automatically. Alright, what we're going to do is I'm going to bring you 3 games in December. Osnabrück away, we saw them at the start of the season. Würzburg at home and Zwickau away. We're going to do those 3 as a Christmas treat. Christmas on the game, not in real life, it's July. Unless you're watching in the future, this could be any month, any day, any week, any year. But yes, the next time we meet, we will do these 3 games as a triple header, a special triple header. I haven't done that before, so woohoo! Do you know what? Even though we lost to Dresden, I've really enjoyed this episode. I hope you have too. If you have, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to bring you that 3-game special episode tomorrow. I know it's a Saturday. I don't normally upload Saturdays, but why not? Why not? So keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be around lunchtime tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you on a weekend. Take care. Enjoy. Goodbye.